Welcome back to another episode of Lost Lands Dark Overlord and Collector's Edition. So I'm your host, Survival Mad One. In the last episode, we ended off in the near the mountains. So we ended off right here, as you can see, of things that we have to do. So it looks like we have to find a way to get inside the set mountain. So, to do that, we need to go over here. And as in the last episode, if you got to this point, we needed to use the breadcrumbs in the water. Now, we are going to be needing a net. And use that right here. And we got the fish. Now, the net stays there now. Since we don't have the net, then we need to figure out what else stuff we need. So, without further ado, we are going to use the fish that we just got and throw it right there. This pelican will come down and we'll drop that in return. And this is a key. So we're going to grab the key, go right here, use the key that we just got into the door, and interact with the key to unlock this hut here. Now, we're going to be coming in and out of this place numerous times. So, I'll let you know when we're done with this room. Okay? So, keep in mind of that. This right here, this big guy. Whoa, he's a big guy. We're going to grab the tongues we collected in the last episode. If you do not have the tongues at this point, do go back to the top of the mountain right at the entrance of the gate. There is a fire pit, or there's a campfire off to the right. Go into there and zoom in, and there should be tongues sitting there. Okay? So keep in mind of where the tongs were found. So let's grab this, and we got a gold octagon. Alright. If I put something here, I'll be able to try to climb up, which there is something, however, right up there that we need to get to at some point. So let's get the stool leg. Now, since we have 2 stool legs, now let's go and zoom in into this area right here. Now, let's go ahead and place a stool leg right there and a stool leg right there. Now let's go ahead and take the stool. And now let's go back inside. As you can see, you're going to go in and out of this particular room numerous times. So keep that in mind. So we're going to come up in here. We're going to take this painting or picture. We are going to take this stick. And that's all we need. Alright, so as far as that goes, we are going to come over here to this pillow. I know I hate destroying things, but you know what? It's part of the quest. So you're going to go in here and grab the mosaic piece, because that's going to be handy in a little bit here. So we're going to see this clock here. So you're going to interact with this clock at some point. We're going to grab the clock hand. Now, right here is the image of the clock. Okay. Now, we're going to go over here. Alright. We're going to use the clock hand. Now, if we angle the clock hands at the right time, we will be able to get something right here. So let's grab the fish figurine. Okay, so now let's go over here, zoom into this. Now let's interact. Oops, I hit the wrong button. So we're going to go in here and and we're going to put the fish figurine. Now, mind you, arrange the fish into the center line. As you notice that some of this will be challenging to line up, just so you know. Just so you know, it gets a little challenging. If you don't line it up just right, you will know that it gets really interesting at some point. So once you've opened that up, you get the bird figurine. One of the figurines that you're going to need to unlock, access the key that is on top of that tree with those 3 pillars. That is one of the 3 you're going to need. So, we're not done with that particular area though. There is something else in there that we're going to need. So we're going to come back in there at some point. That's all we're going to do for now. But we are going to have to come back at some point. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and interact this 3 times. There we go. We got a boat hook. Okay? Now, a boat hook. Alright. So, that's going to come handy here in a little while. We're going to go back all the way to here and keep going until you see the pirate ship in place. So, we're going to go in here. Go over here to this little wall here. Now, we're going to interact with that, and now you're going to play a little bit of a game called Picture Find, if that makes sense, okay? There's several picture finds, okay? As you notice, there is one right here, okay? This big rock right here. And then there's this right here. This right here. The flag on top. One bird over here. This cloud right here. There's this right here. This pillar. This tree way over here. This bird down here. There's 4 more to find. This lantern right here. This right here. There's 2 more to find. This boat right here. 1 more to find. There is indeed 1 more to find, and it's right here. All locations, and you get a deer figurine. 1 of the 3 you're going to need. Keep that in mind. Alright, so once we have the 2 figurines, we are set on that. Now we're going to come over here. And now we're going to get over here. Now we're going to go down into this little catacomb right down in here. The mosaic piece that we found. We're going to place this right here. Now, instead of turning them, you're going to select and move it into a different location on the wheel to match it all the way around. So you're going to do this until it grays out. Okay? Okay, as you can see, it has been grayed out. So we're going to find different pieces to match it up. Okay? So we're going to go over here. We're going to line this up right here. As you can see, it's a little bit of challenge. And there we go. And whoop. Now the outer ring here. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry about that. Me sneezing. Not good. I do not like allergies. As you notice that. We're going to go ahead and place this here. And then we're going to go ahead and there we go. That entire thing is done. Now we're able to go down into the catacombs underneath of this set tree. Alright, now, as once before, we are able to interact with stuff. But to interact with stuff, we need to grab set items. And we get screws right here, so we're going to grab that. And we're going to grab that. And I think that's it in this area. We're going to grab that. We're going to interact the brush here, or this handle broom here. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab that and place it over here. And we're going to grab this right here. We're going to wait on that for now. We're going to get some boards if we can find it. Okay, so let's move some of these pieces. We're going to move some of that, and we're going to hold on to that for now. And I saw the boards as I went in there, so we're going to grab those. And we're going to place the boards right here. Now, let's go ahead and grab the nails. Let's grab the hammer and pound the nails into the boards. Now let's get up here. Open up the curtain. Move the bottles aside. And there we go. Now we need to go over here into this particular area. Let's place set items inside, and finally and inside we have the crystal. Now the last and final figurine that is going to be needed here is actually found right up in here where this big tree sits. But in order to find set item, we're going to zoom in right here, add a crystal, and then we're going to add yet one more crystal, and this is lit. Now let's interact with this. Now inside the tree is now lit. We're going to come up here, but we're going to come back later to get this thing later. So, to figure out where items are found, so we're going to grab this coin, because that's going to be handy later. We're going to go over here to this zoom in right here. Now you may think that there's nothing here and leave this behind. Well, use the dagger. You'll be ready to go on this. Because inside is the fish figurine. Now, you have all three figurines at this point. So when that happens, we are going to go up on top of set tree. Now, we're going to go over here. This is a bird figurine. So we're going to put the bird figurine on that. And now we're going to put the fish figurine on top of that. Zoom in here, and now you're going to use the deer figurine. Now, as you notice, turn the sections of the pillars to restore the images. So to do that, interact with the pillar to match each one. Okay? And when you think is all lined up perfectly, then you move on to the next one. Okay? And once each and every single one is all lined up, this comes out. And you get over here, grab the key, the gate key for that matter. Okay, so we're going to go out of this room and back out. Get over here and go all the way back. Okay, and then be warned, once you place the key into this door, do not get scared, because it'll be for your own good. Okay, just don't get scared. Okay, key is now placed. Door is now opening. Alright then. So now, we are inside I'm actually doing a good time here. I really am. So, we are going to, let's see here. We're going to get over here into this little area right here. Now we're going to grab this 3 times. And then there you go. And open this up. We have a statue head. And that's all you need from right there. We're going to get over here. Okay, so we're going to need the handle. So we're going to need that, and we're going to come back to this at some point. Because there is something you need in order to access that area. Alright, so now, remember that handle that you grabbed? So you're going to place... Oh, you don't need that there, apparently. Okay, so... I might need to find something else then. Okay. So there is something amiss. Oh, hold up. Okay, so... Alright. So I was in the right area at first. Okay, so this, we're going to use the boat hook to grab that and place it there. We're going to pick up the sack and also the lever. That's what we need for that particular cart that sits here. Let's zoom in yet again one more time and get the lever placed. Let's pull that and let's pull that. Now let's go ahead and take the tar. Okay. Okay. So now the campfire that sits right here, right? Okay. So now what you're gonna do is place the tar inside, and then you're gonna place the torch inside, and it automatically lights it up for you. So there you go. Now this area is complete, so you don't have to come back anytime soon. Now once you have a lit torch, okay, you're gonna go over here to this particular area and light everything on the way down. Okay? That's all you need to do. We're going to zoom in here, grab this shovel, and then this emerald. But we're going to come back here at some point. Okay? Because there is something on the inside there we are going to need at some point. So we're going to head on down to activate another sequence of something that you need to remember that you can't skip. Alright, so it looks like there is something going on with this statue that sits here. So with that in mind, we are going to zoom in here, take this out. Now the handle that we got is now going to go in here. We're going to 1, 2, and it comes out. Okay? Once that is placed, now we're going to go over here, use the shovel we got, or the spade that we got. Okay, we're going to grab this wooden cog, because that's going to be needed. Now, this, however, is something you need to remember, because the area that we need this at is what's the most important. Okay? Me, on the other hand, I don't like the idea of having to go and try to remember something than having to versus then not, because of I don't like to remember something when I don't really like to have to come back here and just look at it and then go all the way back, and I'm not gonna remember all of that, though, honestly. I'm just not gonna remember that. So having a good photo of that is gonna be very handy, especially having it and looking at it by an actual photo off the side so you can actually see it, than having to go back and forth trying to remember the sequence, because it's required. A sequence, literally. So, there you go. Now, remember that little wall that we went to? Let's go here, and we're going ahead and use the pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get a coin. Alright, now, that's all we need from there. Okay? Now let's go right down in here, and this will be the last one we do today on this episode. So, we need a dragon statuette, a quill, crown, magnet, stick of dynamite, spyglass, goblet, bracelet, ruby, gold bar, scroll, bandage, bell, grapnel, and ring. Okay? Now, for starters, let's grab this knife and use it on the grapnel, and the grapnel is now released. Okay? Dragon statuette. Bell. Let's zoom in here. Ring. There's one more item in here. What is it? Bandage. Okay? So now there's a gold bar right here. Goblet. This is the quill. Okay. Spyglasses sits right up here. Crown. We're going to move this. Stick of dynamite. Bracelet. Magnet is right here. Bracelet's right here. A ruby. sits right here. And a scroll is the last one we need to find. And I just went right through this like it's butter, pretty much. So finding the scroll is a little interesting because it's right here. Alright. So there's some areas that you have to interact with in order to find things. So keep that in mind. So this will be the last thing I do today. So let's go back to the main menu. And I'm going to save my game. So if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment, and I will catch you guys in the next episode of Lost Lands Dark Overlord Collector's Edition on Thursday. So I will catch you guys then, and I'm your host, SurvivalMan1, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.